So yeah, back to Maitland-Niles. He that versatility is coming back to haunt him, I think, in this situation. But he did show glimpses throughout the game where you're like, okay, see, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He can move, he can dribble, he can do some things. But when you're not getting a consistent run of games and then you're playing on the left side of the pitch when you're right-footed,
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. So we need to figure that out. We sold Kolasinac. And we've given, he had his opportunity today and it didn't work out for him. But all in all,
I mean, of all the places that they slide him around to, I mean, that's probably the least desirable position to be putting him in. Right. I think he's a better right back. I think he's a better CDM.
Higher up the pitch if you're going to play him on the left side, like they did, I think, in the FA Cup final. He was in the midfield on that left side, and because you could tell he wants to be aggressive and he wants to do things. And at left back, that's not really the position to be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to be higher up the pitch. What'd you think about Auba and his performance?
Dude, it's just
he doesn't care anymore, right?
I mean, it's almost like now, like he's kind of like responding to like the criticism some. Right. So he gives it a go a couple times to make it look like I'm hustling, but then I see several times when I'm watching him on the sideline.
Yeah, there's a lot of
lollygagging.
There's some occasions throughout the game where he's just kind of, doing his Ozil impression. Saka looks tired, run down.
Saka had a rough go at it today a little bit.
He didn't make a lot of mistakes.
We were not great with our touch, like, our first touches and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just one of those games where, we didn't create a lot of chances at all.
Yeah,
and that kind of takes me back pre-winning streak.
Yeah.
All the shit I was saying about we just not creating no chances. Smith, Rowe, we really couldn't get him the ball. But I blame a lot of that. You go off on Xhaka for other things. I go off on Xhaka for missing that, trying to spot that pass. If you're going to get, like, he'll gamble on the Hollywood ball that's, 30 yards away across the pitch. He'll gamble on that one.
Yeah, yes.
But he won't gamble on. You saw Partey immediately come in the game and do it with the stanky leg. Pass it straight ahead, get it to Smith Rowe in that little pocket so that maybe he could do something, or slip it to Laka when he comes in. But Xhaka really doesn't try to.
Came in and played with an energy immediately.
Right. But he's making that pass that we need when we can't, when we can't get it out wide or a team is tight. You need somebody in that little pocket to do something, do a 1-2, go by somebody. But anyway, Xhaka never looks for that little pass.
Listen, if you're a good long passer, like you said, like, he will try to go for the Hollywood pass from about midfield on.
Right.
But if he's deeper on the pitch, he won't take it. But you know what? That's the pass that's less risky.
Yeah, that's
the pass that gives you more room for error.
Collapses the defense.
Swing it up there and let Auba run it down. Like, just go for it, dude.
Do something. Yeah. We have but yeah, it was just one of those games. But that's a Roy Hodgson type result, not really try to do shit, even though they created probably the better chances in the game. But all in all, they wanted to keep it tight, pack it in.
Yeah.
And, if they could get a free kick and maybe get Benteke on the end of it, fine. But other than that, they're happy with this bullshit, shitty ass, awful display of
dreadful football.
I started looking up Instagram booty models and shit. Like, 10 minutes left of the game. I'm scrolling my feed,
trying to crack the code. Right.
Trying to find inspiration, But
hey, looking at the screen, like, I wonder if she would just sit here and watch Arsenal games with me. I wonder.
No, that's not really my style. Okay. Yeah. DM me. Now, what else? So
I also wanted to point out
Yeah, go ahead. You said you had a lot on. You said you had a lot on your mind.
The style of passing that I'm speaking of with Xhaka is the same thing Luis does.
Oh, don't even get me started.
It just stops. If the ball
down.
goes to Luis, he's gonna stop. He's gonna look.
Hollywood pass.
He's gonna try to wave somebody on a run and try to. Just stop
Hollywood.
it, dude. Just move the ball on and let's go.
Right. And if we, how about we just keep it for a while? Since they're not pressing us?
Yeah, we gave the ball away a lot.
Why make
in the first half?
Why make the Hollywood pass? Why try to be fancy? Just keep the ball. Yeah. And keep the ball and pass it quicker. One touch pass, move, slowly build up, probe. Do it that way.
Holding does it.
But
Holding dances out there with it. I see him. He's got a little rhythm. He taps it, sets it up, and passes it on.
Right.
Move the ball. Let's go.
We got to pass the ball quicker from the back if we're gonna break a team down that's playing the way Palace is playing. And we don't do that. We get it. We lollygag and then we lump the ball up top, or Luis does. And you're right about that. He's,
Well, because what I was thinking too is you were talking about Maitland-Niles making some of those runs every once in a while. Very few balls actually going up to him when he's doing it.
Yes.
But there was a handful of times I saw Luis get it on his side, and Maitland-Niles is standing by himself, and he knows how fast Maitland-Niles is.
Right.
Send it up there, dude. Let's go.
And you want to make that pass so you can show off.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah.
When the opportunity presents itself, that's when you do it, not just for the hell of it. And
twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.